Welcome to the Stay Mentally Strong podcast. We are here with Jaxon Smith. I'm really excited about our conversation today. We are going to title this one, The Next Generation of Men's Mental Health Leaders. So Jaxon Smith is kind of a young, I don't know what I'd call you, an entrepreneur-ish?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So he reminds us that it's important to catch mental health like before the crisis hits. So tell us your story, who you are, and what you're doing.
Yeah, so my name is Jaxon Smith. I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm a proud member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and God is so good to all of us, you know.
I love that.
A little bit about my story. I grew up very active in my family, loving home, loving parents, taught us what was right, what was wrong, and supported us and told us they were there to listen anytime. I didn't really listen to them on that. I was like, oh, they don't know anything. But I'd take advantage of that relationship with them now, as I've learned through the years and the struggles and all the different things. But
How many kids in your family?
Yeah, I'm the second of four.
Okay.
So
brothers or sisters?
I have an older sister, then it's me, a younger brother, and a younger sister.
Okay.
So I love them. They're so good.
That's awesome.
But yeah, let's think a little bit about my story. Love sports, love helping people. I love making people laugh and smile. It just makes my day better. So that's what I find joy in, is just helping other people.
Love that. So you went to high school, pretty normal high school upbringing. Did you ever struggle with mental health yourself?
Kind of, not
or have
really.
You just been one of those general, happy, friendly guys?
Kind of just been more of a general happy guy. But in high school, I did learn how important mental health was, because my freshman year of high school, my school was number 1 in the nation for suicides.
Really? Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado Springs. Yeah,
really?
High school is Discovery Canyon Campus High School. So my freshman year, number 1 in the nation for suicides, and the high school right down the street was number 2. So it was.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think a lot of people, I still try and figure it out to this day. I don't know if we can pinpoint exactly, but there was that show, 13 Reasons Why, that came out right around that time. And I know that a lot of people think that suicide is the solution to a temporary problem,
right.
You know? And the cool thing about that is I learned all the signs, all the things, how to help other people.
Did your school start offering programs?
Oh yeah, every month, assemblies,
Wow.
different, just support groups, so many different things. The cool thing about it though is my senior year we didn't have a single suicide. So just in that amount of time, just the turnaround was amazing.
Wow.
And I just learned from a very young age and saw the impact on suicide in the families and the community and so many different things. And
obviously, like, when you start focusing in and people start coming in and helping, the rates went way down.
Yeah,
you also saw the benefit of that, right?
The benefit of help, and community, and just a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
For sure.
Love that. So then you served a mission and came home and now you go to BYU. Am I getting this right?
I was at BYU. I went to UVU, and then I switched over to BYU, and now I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, awesome.
So it's good.
Okay, so what inspired this road to help men with their mental health?
It's a great question. I'm still trying to figure that out, the exact answer. However, with my friends, I just love being the guy that's always there to listen and is there to support. I love showing up for my friends at their sporting events, different things that they have going on, and just be present. And I guess this little thing just started with me and my buddies going to Costco, and it was our little thing of, hey, like, let's just set this time aside during the week and just connect and just kind of relax a little bit.
So why Costco?
Why Costco? The food's cheap, we're just in a college town down in Provo, and so it's cheap, it's good food, the macros are great, we're active in the gym, so it's good. But it was just a chill place to be,
Yeah. And so then what happened? Because now you're all over the place.
Right. My friends and I would always see different groups of guys going out to Costco, eating. We'd run into buddies and be like, hey, what's up? And I was just like, man, it'd be cool if we all just got together. Yeah. Like, why not just have all the boys pull up and just have a great time, Yeah. And it's such a simple idea. Guys are on board with more simple things than complex things.
Absolutely.
And so I just decided to make a little video about it. And my buddy I actually came up with the name that we started with, which was Men's Mental Health Costco Club. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, just like, let's do it. Like, let's just talk about it. And we talked about it, we joked about it. It's like, oh yeah, it'll be fun. And then we didn't do anything about it. But then it was just on the back of my mind.
At first it was just a hangout.
Yes.
So how did it move into mental health?
So I just felt like there was so much more we could be doing. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't get it out of my head of, like, I feel like there's so much benefit to this. Mm-hmm. And just having a place where you can go and connect in a stress, like a low pressure environment is just super cool. And so I don't really know what inspired me to say mental health, but I know that when you are in a community of friends and you want to have a sense of belonging, that helps with so much more that you can't even think of.
Huge.
And so
is massive.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And so honestly, just divine intervention, I would say. God just put an idea in my mind, and I just felt inspired to run with it.
And he's looking at you going, you can be a huge instrument in my hands, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And because of your personality is generally charismatic, you don't seem like you have a lot of anxiety. Because I think that would be scary for a lot of guys to do. I'm going to invite all these people, and I got to go talk to them. Right. You got to make them feel comfortable.
Right.
And I don't think men, that's necessarily their forte.
No, it's not. I'm definitely a natural born leader, and I say that, and I'm trying to be humble when I say that, but definitely it's something that not a lot of people are comfortable with. Yeah. And so being that guy, it's interesting and really cool to see other people look up to me. And so it's like, no, like I have to kind of step my game up and help other people, because there are men who that scares them a lot. Mm-hmm. And even opening up their mouth and using their voice and even showing up is a huge step. So just making sure that they understand that they're loved, that they're welcome is so huge. And I'm grateful. Do you have
people, so you've had more people trickle in each time. And are they people you don't know? Are they people you know? Tell us about your audience here.
Started off with just me and my buddies, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was a friend of a friend. And then it's just random people. And I would tell people what I was wearing and like, hey, look for us here. Like, come say hi. And
so when they come in, are they kind of like, are they?
Yeah, you can kind of tell. It's kind of interesting and cool to see guys that come in and they're taking that leap of faith and showing up for themselves. Yeah, a lot of them do.
Okay, that's awesome. So, not knowing anyone.
Not knowing anyone. Amazing. And it's super incredible because when they go and they're like, you can tell that they're kind of small. Oh yeah. But they leave and they're taller.
Good. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So many guys that I have talked to that seem to be struggling and are just like, I just need a community. Like, they're lonely.
Yes.
You know, and they don't know where to like find that.
Right.
So this is huge.
Yeah.
So how many guys have you had at the most?
The most-ish at a Costco event.
Yeah, at a Costco event. Because I've seen that you've also moved outside
I've done more outside of Costco. At a Costco event, I want to say 32 guys.
Wow, that's a lot. And so is Costco like, hey, what's going on here?
No, actually.
Or have you had to sort of partner with them? Or, I mean, are they even involved?
No, they're not involved. They haven't made a comment.
No comments?
No comments.
Wow.
The different news channels have reached out to interview and do things at Costco, and they're just like, nope, you're not allowed. We're not commenting.
Oh, wow.
So.
But I wonder if deep down they're like, hey, we need extra help tonight because we've got the boys coming in.
Right, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. In the future, potentially. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. And is there room for all of you guys there? Or is sometimes
standing room, you know, sometimes it's just a couple tables and then you just stand and as someone eats, you kind of filter out and do all the things, but it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like totally not threatening to be like, oh, I'm not going to a therapy appointment or, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm going just to hang out with some guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me about your age range. Is it just like the 20s, in the 20s?
It started out like that, but now I've had as young as 18 pull up and as old as 63. And it's kind of a wide variety and a big range of men. And it's fun when you have that age gap and the difference because the older men have different experiences in life and different stories. And they can share different things with the younger men and vice versa. And they can have conversations in a place and with people that they never would have had that conversation with before.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have any experiences of men that you felt like, hey, this is making a difference in their life?
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it's really cool. I would just say at first when I started, and then more kind of went from just the younger college age guys to the older gentlemen and middle-aged men. You can kind of just tell that they're quiet, but they're happy to be there.
Yeah.
And then each time they show up and you see them, there's a smile a little more, it's a little bigger, and then they open up and talk more. Yeah. And then it's really cool because I hear my friends talk about the impact of the conversations that they had.
So you're not involved in all the conversations. It's just kind of groups here, and you're kind of popping in here and there and checking on people to make sure everyone's good.
Yeah, so I'm kind of just the connector. Yeah. And so when I hear somebody say something, I'm like, oh my gosh, that person would really benefit from what they're saying. I'll be like, yo, you got to meet this guy. Like, this will be good. And it's so fun and fulfilling.
Yeah. So, and you're on the lookout for, hey, is he sitting by himself? Has he been welcomed?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's awesome. Yeah. And I will say, I think that's harder for men to do, to read the room a little bit.
It is. It's definitely hard.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, other than Costco, what have you been doing and why?
Yeah. So outside of Costco, just been trying to partner with different local businesses who are wanting to open their doors and just create another space for men to connect.
But it's a little larger.
Yeah, a little larger. Just partnering with other different, even venues, and so much going on in the background. I'm excited to share in the future once they're more set in stone. But
so you are working on things in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so excited to share it once the time is right. But just the small little gatherings right now are just making such a big difference. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds and how much greater of an impact we can have.
Yeah. So what's the biggest event you've had so far?
Biggest event we've had so far is a barbecue at this gentleman's old mechanic shop in American Fork, and it was super awesome. He just somehow got my phone number online somewhere
and asked if you wanted to do it.
Just called me, and he's like, hey, I have this shop I don't use. I want to open up the doors and use it for your group. And I was like,
that is awesome.
Great.
See what
he's a great friend, like, honestly, like, such an amazing individual. And so we just had a little barbecue, and I expected about 30 people. 75 men showed up. We ran out of food, had to go get more, and it was it's just so amazing.
And don't you just love the connections that you're making? That's probably
I do.
The biggest thing too with the foundation, just the different connections that you are that we make just with different people.
For sure.
So do people ever go deep in the conversation and really open up? Or does it stay very surface? Like, how do you get to that instead of how was your golf game? You know what I mean? Or whatever it is.
Yeah. So I would say at first it's definitely a little more surface level.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you have to gain that trust. Yeah. You have to feel comfortable. And so being in a place, for example, like Costco, you're in a comfortable place. But then you also just have simple conversation. And you know that everyone's there just to be a light to other people. And so just that surface level. But then I have heard deep conversations and men going through really difficult times, and then someone else is like, oh my gosh, like they shared that, I can share this. And I'm not getting into specifics of different conversations, but you really do see how intent they are listening to what someone has to say because they've lived what they're living.
Right. Yeah. That's huge. People think they're alone in what they're going through, and then as soon as someone else says it, they're like, oh, I'm not alone in this.
Right.
Huge.
Right. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah. So how do you feel like people are making connections in an informal setting versus why is that easier for men?
I think it's easier because there's less pressure. It's not a stressful environment. They're not competing with anybody. It's not like you're trying to network for business and you're trying to show how much better you are than the next candidate or how better you are in business than the next guy. It's just simply, hey, we're here to just be great together. Yeah. And there's no need to feel like I'm superior than you because at the end of the day, I'm just here to help you. Yeah. Which is amazing.
So what do you say to a man that's like curious, like, I don't know if this is for me? And do you have that a lot?
I'd say so. Yeah. You know, you have people that are like, oh, like I love, like.
That would be cool, but I don't know.
Right. And so that's okay because whatever you're feeling is valid. You know, the fact that you have emotion and you're having doubts, like you're normal. Like that doesn't mean that that anything's wrong with you. But to the guy who's maybe like, oh, I don't know if it's for me, you kind of, not sound blunt, but you kind of have to get out of your own way in order to have something impact you, right? You can't let your fear control you because taking that leap of faith could potentially change your life in ways you could have never imagined.
Yeah.
So if it's not for you, tell that to the guys who said the same thing and they showed up, and now we're consistently
it's just kind of
attending.
a domino effect.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have guys that come and then never come again? Or?
Sometimes, and it's can't control that.
Yeah,
Everyone
works for someone.
everyone can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
but
true.
My job is just to create a space where they can connect and feel comfortable.
Anyone can fit in the space.
Exactly.
Right? It's not just a certain type.
Exactly. No, there's no types. It's everyone. Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I love that. Is there a moment in the group that it's confirmed to you, like, this is where I'm supposed to be? This is what I'm supposed to be doing?
There's been multiple. There's been multiple moments for myself, but also just hearing other people and just connecting and like telling me, thank you for doing this, because I met someone and the conversation we had was just life-changing.
Yeah.
I was able to connect in a different way, or they're like, wow, I didn't know I could do this, or connect in this way, or so many different things. And so each time there's something, and I just have to smile. Like, I just take it in, as best as I can, because I can't control what's said. I can't control what other people share, but I know that it's beneficial because I see men come in and they kind of, like I said, kind of smaller,
Yeah.
But then they leave and their shoulders are kind of back, their chest out, they're a little taller, they're smiling a little bigger. And so you just see it. Body language, you can just see it. You can hear it in their voice, the emotion, just so much. Yeah. It's so cool.
Do you have any plans to expand?
Yes.
Because, so we're here in northern Utah, but you're in Utah County. And of course, we would use you as a resource to send guys to, but are you going to try and go bigger? And
I fully intend to. Yes.
Because we would love to have a group like that up by us too.
Yes. I fully intend to, and the vision is...
But of course, you can't be everywhere.
I cannot be everywhere.
But you can start
I wish I could be.
Places.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the vision. I've had people reach out to me here locally, all over Utah, Salt Lake County, here across the state, but also all across the country and even abroad that want to start this in their community. Yeah. And I fully intend of making that happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what I love about you is that your group, you're young, you know what I mean? I mean, you see these older groups, but I don't see a lot of these young groups. And what you're doing is changing the stigma for men now early on, because for a while there it was like, men don't need that. They don't need to be vulnerable. They, it's a weakness to be vulnerable, right? But now you're starting to change that stigma in, like, brotherhood is important. Why do you think brotherhood's so important?
I think it's very important because there's nothing quite like it, right? Because you can relate with men in so many different ways. Like, for example, with sports, I grew up playing basketball, competing all across the country, and your teammates, that's a brotherhood. Like, you can relate on so many different levels. And then you have men in the military. Like, the military is a brotherhood too. There's so many different ways, but you can just relate on so many different things, and because of so many different experiences. And you can, it's a feeling, you feel very different and maybe trust them more than you do with other people that you work with or are in church with. And
well, I think there's also that sense of belonging. Everyone needs to feel they belong somewhere. Absolutely. What I love about what you're doing, though, is that I sense that you've always had brotherhood because of who you are. You're a people person. Like you say, you've played sports. You've probably always been surrounded by guys. But there's so many guys out there that don't have that. They don't have anyone that they could just call and be like, hey, can we, Right. And that you're actually seeing a need outside of what you already have and creating that for other guys that anyone could walk in. Right. I can think of probably 5 guys just in my head right now that I'm like, this would be a huge benefit to them. And they can go to a place, and is there a non-judgmental feeling there? For sure. Is it just like anyone's accepted? We love
anyone's accepted. Yeah. I love all the guys. I love all the guys. They're so great. Yeah. It's so amazing. And all the different personalities. Yeah, you need it. You need it because you just everyone has a role. Everyone has something that they're very good at. Everyone has different talents.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're going to succeed together, everyone needs to play a role.
Yeah.
And so if we limit that, then we're doing ourselves a disservice.
Yeah. Well, until you're expanding, what can men do in their own communities to have a similar situation as this?
Yeah. If you want, talk to me. Talk to me, and we'll get the ball rolling, because this isn't just something that started and I'm kind of pushing an agenda. It's growing in a very organic way. And so that means that it's very needed, and there's a void.
Yeah.
And so it's
and it kind of just takes a person to get the ball rolling.
Right.
Because it takes some courage to put yourself out there and go, hey, does anyone want to come hang out with me?
Right.
You know
Absolutely. I mean? But we need that. We need the help of everybody. Mm-hmm. And if you want to do something similar, talk to me, and let's take this movement. Let's take it on together, because it's not just something that we can each do individually. It takes a group.
Yeah.
You know, like, I love the saying where the rising tide lifts all the boats. You know, like, we are that rising tide, and we are going to uplift all these other men who need it.
And not let anyone sink.
Exactly.
Take them all up there with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you were talking about how the name was created in the beginning, but now you've changed it.
Yes.
What's the new name?
The new name is Men's Mental Health Community Club. The meaning behind it, men's mental health, obviously kind of straightforward, is something that used to kind of be frowned upon. You know, men used to not be able to talk. You're like, oh, no, mental health, like, I'm not doing the great. Oh, like, who are you? Like,
he's
right,
got issues.
Right. But no, like, mental health, like, that just means you're a normal dude. That just means you're normal, that you are human and you feel emotion.
Well, I know, and I think it is also like we put such a high priority on physical health, right?
Yes.
Gym, you got to hit the gym, you got to do this, that. But mental is just as important, right?
Just as important.
But it hasn't been talked about. And I'm sorry for interrupting, but it's just my husband, you know, it was, he didn't get it till, like, mental health isn't a thing. You just get through the hard things. Everyone has hard things. But when it really hit him hard in crisis moment, he's like, oh, it's a real thing. Like, because he didn't kind of maintain his mental health and just pushed through, all of a sudden it was just like overwhelming to him. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. I just love that you're starting this early. You're opening up the conversation. Mental health is important, and community for men is the biggest thing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's, like, community, like, the next word is just, you want a sense of belonging. You want to feel that brotherhood, kind of like we were talking about earlier, and just know that you have a support system in a group. And then club is just, once again, like, a sense of belonging. Everyone wants to be a part of something, and it's bigger than yourself, you know? And so you can show up, not only for you, even though that's most important, is showing up for you, but showing up for the next guy and your neighbor, you know? And so if you keep bottling up all the different emotions, it's just gonna, like, kind of explode, you know? And we see that happen too often. And so, like you mentioned, catching it early and just understanding that it is okay to not be okay. And everyone says that, and it's kind of, it's just cliche, you know? But it's
true, yeah.
Very true, yeah. So it's definitely something that we need to change, and it starts with each of us individually.
So obviously you're trying to expand outside of Costco by rewording your
community, because Costco was a great launch pad, you know? Maybe we'll always be a part of different meetups and things like that, but
so the impact, starting point.
Yeah, great starting point. The impact we can have, though, is so much greater. We're limited if we stay inside of Costco. Yeah,
I like what you said, though, about so if men are struggling and they come, it gives them a sense of purpose to be like, hey, if I can reach out to that person, just like we've always heard, when they say if you're, like, depressed or whatever, you get out of yourself and go serve, right? And all of a sudden you're lifted. You know, and so that's awesome, because these men that are maybe hurting, they're going and they're saying, oh, that guy's hurting, let me reach out to him. And all of a sudden they're like, I've got purpose.
Right.
And I feel, they feel lifted. So it's just works. It comes all the way around.
Full circle.
I mean? Helping them. Yeah, full circle. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was watching your, I think it was on your Instagram, and you've got a new logo. And I listened to why he created that logo, which I thought was very interesting, about the brain. He kind of made it into the brain, and so if you're watching this, look at the logo. I thought it was super interesting, and upward arrow
Yeah.
for men, like we're going
Yeah.
going up.
Yes. No,
We're
it's
moving upward. So that was awesome. Was that did you have input in that, or did you just give it to him and run with it? Is he a friend of yours?
he's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Sawyer's a great guy. He's a genius. I couldn't have done that myself. I kind of just told him, I was like, hey, I want something that's kind of just speaks, like you can kind of resonate with it more. It has a deeper message.
Yeah.
And so he just kind of did the things, and he sent me different stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And then he sent me that, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then he explained why. Mental health kind of looks like the brain, has like the circle with the arrow, which is a symbol of a man, you know, and then like upward, like we're going up, like we're doing this together, and it's only gonna get better.
Yeah, I loved that, because I at first I looked at the symbol, I'm like, that's cool, but then I thought, well, why? I wonder why, you know. And when you think about the why behind it, you're like, okay, yes, I love this. So that was cool. So are you going to take it into apparel and stuff like that?
Eventually. Yeah, that's the hope. Yeah, you know, you just got to take it a day at a time and ride the lightning.
Take the world by storm.
You know? Yeah,
I love that. All right, if you could sit across from a man who's silently struggling right now, what would you say to him? And this is one of my last questions.
It's a great question.
I know. Not to take you by surprise, but
it's all good. Because there's so much you can say, you know, but there's also, let me think. I would say if you're struggling, that means you're still fighting. And I think that's something that is very important to notice and realize, is that you're getting up every day. You realize that you're suffering, you're struggling, that you're not where you want to be.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because I've been there myself, you know. But the only person that can prevent you from getting out of that is yourself.
Yeah.
But it's okay to feel like you need help and to ask and reach out for that help. Yeah. So reach out. But one other thing too I would say is say a prayer. Yeah. If you're religious, to whoever your God is, the universe, whatever. Yeah. Because I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe that he fulfills his promises. And I love reading in the scriptures when it's asking you shall receive, seeking you shall find, knocking it shall be open. Yeah. And any answer you have, you can find. Yeah. And when you need that help, you just reach out to a friend, to God, and think how you can be in the position that you want to be. Because it just starts with a leap of faith, right? Yeah. It's not easy. It might suck. You might feel very uncomfortable. Yeah. But you'll feel so much better when you do take that next step. Kind of like you were saying, like if you're struggling, like go and serve somebody.
Yeah. Reach out to someone else.
Exactly. And so just the fact that you're struggling means you're still fighting. And I think that's so important to note.
Yeah. I love that. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We admire what you're doing so much. And this is just exactly aligns with what we're saying about men's mental health, is just get out there. Take the first step. I know that's really hard I think it'd be really hard for someone to walk into Costco not knowing anyone.
Right.
But like you said, they walk out lighter. And that's how we feel most of the time. So I think it's just that first step of courage to even get out of your house, get out of your bed, you know, take those steps and find that brotherhood and that community that you need will be huge, like massive in your life. And then start reaching out to other people.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for being here. We've loved having you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And we are so excited to see where you're going to take this.
I love it.
We hope it comes up here soon.
Soon. Stay tuned.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much.